Hi my friends, welcome back. Finally the course you have been waiting for. I'm going to teach you how the voltage travel from the power jack through all circuits in the motherboard in a real time using the multimeter and without schematic. So if you want to learn how to track voltages and understand how the voltage travel in the motherboard from the input to all circuits, this video is for you. Let's get started. Please, if you are serious about improving your repair skills, subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for future videos like this one. And to be part of our family where I have over 1000 friends, you are very welcome. All links in the description. Also, you're gonna find in the description the link for a full article in my website about all what we have discussing in this video. Welcome back. So guys, we're gonna work on this motherboard. This is basically for Lenovo IdeaPad, but please, the same working principle here on this channel. I give to you the techniques and strategies that you can use with all kind of laptops. But just for those who ask about the model for this motherboard, this is for Lenovo IdeaPad 100-15. So let's track the signal right now. So over here we have the power jack. I use just the shunt, this trick, because I don't have the power adapter. So I connect the black cable to the ground and the red cable to the positive terminal. But what is the important here is to track the voltage, not this trick. So the adapter for this motherboard deliver 20 volt, 19 volt. We're gonna select in the multimeter, as you can see here, 20 volts. Of course, if you have auto range multimeter, you can just select voltage auto range. So let's put the black probe in the ground. Basically, we have the ground everywhere, as you can see. For beginners, of course, you can use this also, the connectors, etc. So let's put the ground in the connector of HDMI here. Let's check first the power jack if we have the input voltage. Nice, we have 19.3. Good. So we have the VN is present. Means the motherboard, we don't have short circuit in the motherboard. Also, you can check here in the adapter, as you can see. If this LED is on, means no short circuit. If the LED is off, means you have short circuit in the motherboard. So we're gonna use the paths and traces in order to track the voltage, okay? I'm going to teach you today how to use this track and traces. So here we have 19 volt. Good, 19 volt in the multimeter. Do you see we have the same path from here to this inductor? Basically here we have two inductors. We have PL707 and PL708. So if we check these inductors, we have to find 19 volt. In the other side also 19 volt, because the inductor is just a wire. This inductor also we have here 19 volt. Here also we have 19 volt. After that, these two inductors will be connected to a switch or a MOSFET. But please don't forget the ceramic capacitors. We have here 4 ceramic capacitors, these two here and these two here, basically are in parallel, means used for filtering purposes. If the capacitors are in series, use it for coupling purposes, okay? So if we check these capacitors also, we're gonna find 19 volt in one side, the other side connected to the ground. 19 volt should be here, other side connected to the ground. Those also. Why I show you these capacitors? Because, let's see this one. Okay, 19 volt. Why exactly I focus on these capacitors in the input? Because many technicians ignore the smallest component and go directly to the switches. No, these components, guys, are connected to the ground in one side. Means if one of those is failed, means shorted, the motherboard will be a dead motherboard. That's why, of course, this motherboard is not a shorted motherboard, but I teach you how to pay attention even to smallest component like these capacitors. Never ignore any component, especially in the power rail. So the 19 volt will be travel here. Do you see we have same path or same trace? Basically here, guys, if you pay attention here, do you see this point, these dots here? We have 1 2 3 4 5 means 10, 5 here and 5 here, means the 19 volt is traveled from this point to 10 places in the motherboard, each point connected to an exact part in the motherboard. We gonna see all this, don't worry. So 19 volt will be here. Basically this is the drain. This MOSFET we have here, drain, should be here. We have 19 volt in this pin also, because drain has 4 pins in this pin also, as you can see, in this pin also. Okay, here we have drain. Why I know that is drain? Do you see the same path, the same trace? And here we have the source. Do you see 3 paths connected together? And we have the gate alone. And of course we have this point here. Always the point means the pin number 1. This one are source. Here also we should find 19 volt. Why? Because this is a switch. It means the 19 volt will pass also to this side. Do you see? 19 volt. Also in this pin we can find 19 volt because this is the source. Also in this pin we have 19 volt. And we have the gate. Let's check the gate. We have about 5 volt. So 5 volt is the control signal that control this switch to let 19 volt to pass to other side. And this voltage coming from the charge IC over here. Okay, guys? Of course, we find in about 90% of motherboard 2 switches. Okay, so the drain of this MOSFET is connected to the source. Here we have source, guys. Why? Because you see we have here the dot, the point here means this is the source. This one 19 volt, this one also 19 volt, the third one 19 volt, and here we have the gate. Let's check. We have to find 5 volt. We have 5 volts, 4.9. So also here the 19 volt should be traveled to the drain here of this MOSFET. As you can see, guys, I teach you step by step. I know that some of you are intermediate level and experts, but the beginners matter in this channel, guys. We have to make things simple and clear also for beginners. Okay, so we have 19 volt. So 19 volt travel from here, passing through these 2 inductors, then through this switch, then goes to source, then here, and as you can see, we have the same trace. The switch connected to this resistor. This is what? The current sense resistor. Here we have to find 19 volt in this side and also in this side. Okay, because this resistor has a very low resistance, about 2 ohms. So here we have 19 volt. This 19 volt here, or 19.3, is what we called B+, main voltage B+. Okay, so guys, I hope that you understand a little bit how to trace voltages. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and for anyone who wants to accelerate learning, you can join me in my Patreon page. All links in the description. And also, if you want more articles about short circuit, no power motherboard, how to troubleshoot, how to inject voltage, etc., you can visit my website. The link in the description. So thank you very much and see you in the next video.